Hey everybody, it's Terry here from Tate Yoko, and I'm joined with a special guest for this special episode of This Week at Tate Yoko. So today we're going to talk about a lot of fun things. We got Mr. Brandon himself here to show off the exciting store here at Tate Yoko. He's going to give us a little bit of a walk around. We're going to talk about an upcoming jean that you'll be able to see pretty soon. We'll go over some little details there. And hey, we even got some ideas on some trends, and we cannot forget that we're going to close out with a nice little seasonal treat. So yeah, that's all coming up in this video. But first, don't forget to give us a quick like and subscribe. And I'm going to give you a little, we got both of us over here. I'm just going over my fit check real quick here. You know, bottom to top, that's how I would do it. I got my Gym Green African Rangers, kind of protecting my toes over here. I have my Elephant 11s. Just coming in so beautiful. I really, really like the fade potential of the Elephant series jeans. I forgot my belt, so no belt today. Circular knit tee, and of course the char coat here, which I'm kind of growing on me here. I've had this for a little while now here, a couple of weeks. It's been washed, it's soft, and I've been using some chores in it here. Holds my apparatus is just fine. So yeah, that's it for me. But Mr. Brand, what are you wearing here today?
All right, well, hello everyone. I've got, of course, Naked and Famous denim jeans. Got the solid black selvage. Worn for quite some time, maybe more than a year. And Naked and Famous denim easy shirt in the Oxford cotton, and a shot horsehide jacket. Available now at a Tate Yoko near you. And of course, a Naked and Famous belt. I didn't forget my belt like Terry.
Oh man, that happens when I change my jeans. All right, great. So, oh yeah, Max over here. We got Max here. Hi in the background.
Hello everyone. I got my circular knit blue t-shirt right now with my Kiko end cut by me. I mean, it doesn't show. Kiko pants, and I got my Wesco boots here. And yeah, I got also my 7mm brown belt here.
Yeah.
Pretty worn out.
Yeah, nice and beefy.
Awesome. Yeah. We all have the same belt here, and this is the first time that I ever forgot my belt, because I've been swapping between my jorts and my jeans. So sometimes it happens. I always remember like my wallet, my keys, and everything. But today I forgot my belt. But yeah, without further ado, I want to talk about the store here. We have a great chance with Brandon here. This store was definitely designed by you, and it's got a lot of your souvenirs and
That's right.
memorabilia from your trips all over the world. So why don't you just give us a little tour and show everyone like what's the meaning behind here if you haven't had the chance to visit us here in Montreal.
That's it, of course. So some people know us as an online store, but of course we're a physical store too. This is our building, and here's the building front where we have our store Tate Yoko. So just to show you some of the stuff, these are called kanban, which in Japanese means a sign. These are enamel signs. I really love this one. It's a milky sign, so this is like a Japanese candy. And it's quite special with the little arm hanging off. I have two different Singer sewing machine arms. I tried to get different kanban that are always in the sewing machine or in the cotton range. So you have one for a needle. We've got this one for cotton, I believe. Here's one for sewing thread, or some of the ones I just thought looked really cool. That one's for a kid's uniform, which is pretty awesome. Most of these I got in a city called Nagoya. Where there's a really badass store that sells a bunch of old kanban. Some of these are from the 1950s. We even have a wooden one up there above the dressing room. Maybe now it's too far. We'll get to there after. That one is from the 1940s, I believe, which is pretty damn cool. That one's made of wood. It's not an enamel sign like these are, but pretty old and pretty cool. There's also this enamel sign here, which is a brand of sake, and I just thought it looked really cool. I like it with the tsuru, which is the crane. So it's called sawa something tsuru, which means something crane. I'll have to brush up on my Japanese for that. This old Pepsi fridge is also quite old. I believe it's from the 1950s. It can hold 144 bottles. We really want to put ramune in it. We had a plan for many years to sell or just give away ramune, which is like a Japanese delicious soda with a little marble ball on top. You pop it down, the marble pops in. But unfortunately, it works, but it works too well, and it freezes and explodes everything that we put in it. So maybe we should sell popsicles.
It literally puts the ice in ice cold, yo.
Yeah, the ice is actually an ice cold. You're right. This is the first ever jean that I beat the crap out of. It's a left-hand twill denim from left-hand twill selvage from 16 years ago. So we like that fabric. We've been running it for that many years. And this is I think I wore this. This is 13 months of wear every day, no wash, and then washed once before we put it up. So there, that's 13 months. Then we have our cash desk here, which I am quite proud of. Even though it just looks like a simple tanker desk, because that is what it is, it was my grandfather's desk. So my family's been in this business for 3 generations, my grandfather, my father, and I. And then, and this is his desk. So, you know, instead of throwing it out or selling it or whatever, I thought, oh, that would be a really cool cash desk. So this is our cash desk. A lot of the chairs that we have are original chairs too. These are chairs from the 1940s to 1960s also. And what I like to do is we rip off the original, you know, all kind of tattered fabric or leather that was already on it, or fake leather sometimes. And we have, instead upholstered it with natural vegetable tan leather. So this started off like really, really pale skin color, kind of just like the patch or that you see on some of our jeans, or the leather belts that you see sometimes. And you can see after this has been, you know, many, many years of wear and jeans and dirt and sun. And this one too, like this chair started off like super pale color like that. And now you can see like how beat up it is just over the years. So I think it's pretty damn cool, pretty damn beautiful. You know, poster chair fades. After that, we've got some Japanese porno ads from the 1970s, which I bought in Japan from an antique bookstore. Those are just kind of funny. Oh, the flags, these were custom made by our leather craftsmen. So they're selvage denim. It's a natural ecru selvage denim with red leather, and this is all stitched by hand and all cut by hand as well. I think that's kind of fun. This whole racking system is also original to my grandfather. So this is like, you can't buy this anymore. Just look, I wonder if you can zoom in on just like the hardware. I know that this is pretty nerdy for some people, but just the vintage hardware is so cool. Just this like, you know, real old steel kind of pieces, like, you know, they just don't come like this anymore. Just feeling it, like, of course you can't feel it through the camera, but that gritty texture that it is so damn cool to me. And up top, you can see some kokeshi, which are the vintage Japanese dolls. You'll see those all around the top of our shelving here. If you get a chance to visit our store in New York City, you'll see a bunch of them too. And if you pull the right one on the shelf in New York City, it may or may not open up a secret door. Sadly, we have no secret doors in this room, but we have some vintage Japanese robots, also from the 1960s. I bought those at a really cool store called Mandarake in Japan. It's actually a chain. They have a bunch of them. You can also buy online. They sell a bunch of cool old Japanese toys and all kind of collectibles. Further on, some more funny and appropriate posters. We have a bottle of Habushu here as well. Habushu is an amazing alcohol called awamori, but which is made from long grain Thai rice. It's very popular in Okinawa, which is in the south of Japan, kind of like a subtropical region. There's a US Army base there. It's a very famous area. Also, karate was said to be invented there. Karate Kid movie takes place there too, and all kinds of fun stuff. So this is a venomous pit viper that they put in the awamori, and then it is called habushu, which means habu means snake, and shu is alcohol, so it's like snake booze. Our two big giant mirrors. We got magic. Here it was called Transor Z. In Japan, it's called Mazinger, and he's a pretty cool. I used to watch that as a kid, so I really liked collect the robot. We got some Rock and Jelly Bean art over here too. This is one of my favorite pieces for sure. It's hand painted on linen, and I bought this from an antique auction in Japan. It's really cool because it was we used to visit this store a lot in Japan, around the Tokyo area, that would sell antiques, and we bought a bunch of stuff, and we kind of just, you know, joke with them and made friends with them, you know, the owners of the store. And we found out that the owner of the store is like the antique dude of Tokyo, and all the antique stores come to him. I forget how, maybe it was once a month or twice a month or whatever it was, and they would go to him to buy antiques for their stores. Like, he was a dealer, he was a distributor, and not just a store owner. And to go to his auction, you have to be a retail store. You can't just be like a regular dude. And you have to speak Japanese also, because the whole thing is in Japanese. But he invited us to come, and so together with Risa, who of course speaks Japanese fluently, we got to go and bid on stuff, and it was super fast, just like you would think of an American auction. Can I get it? But they were ripping it super fast in Japanese, and so I had to have Risa telling me things and translating, and you know, some of the numbers I can kind of recognize. And I got this incredible, super long piece, which they told me is from the Meiji period, for like $200. If this was on the internet, it would be thousands of dollars, I'm sure. I just think it's so cool. It's a Japanese god killing a demon. I'd have to ask Risa again for the name. It says the name. It's a specific story. And maybe on a later Tate Yoko we'll have to find that out. But here's a. There's so many things to show, but this is an origami flower that I made with these little Japanese cards inside. They remind me kind of Pogs. Now the name escapes me. If you remember the name of these things, sometimes they come in circles, sometimes they come in squares, sometimes they come in rectangles, and they're just like a fun collector thing in Japan that kids used to collect. Speaking of kids used to collect, I got this from an antique store too. You can learn your hiragana. Practice your hiragana with the hiragana blocks.
Oh man.
I think this is se.
For the semi.
Yeah, I think this is n, like an n. What is this? Ro. I'm probably gonna get them wrong. Do I know anyone? Hiragana is hard. I know my katakana much better. Let's see if I know any others. Oh man, this is mo, I think. Yeah, and mo, and the peach is momo. So probably that's why it shows you. See,
yeah.
There we go.
I like that. I didn't realize that it had some depth with there. So we can break that out there for all our.
These are our fun dressing rooms. And man, did we painstakingly build these. So these are actual 1950s romance comics. And I wanted something that would kind of allude to our logo. So, we have the tragic blonde that, and I just thought that like all this funny kind of like romance artwork that like Liechtenstein would use and make fun of, or Andy Warhol or different pop artists, and that, oh, Brad, so like look at this amazing kissing one down here, or all these pretty cool damn ads. Pages and ads. So yeah, we ripped them out one by one and wallpaper glued them to the wall, and they've lasted for like 10 years. So I think that's pretty damn cool. There's one that's pretty fun here. Here's for a weight gain supplement. Too skinny? This new scientific discovery helps you put on weight. Pretty funny ad from the 1950s. There's the super spy pen also. Terry wants one of those.
Oh man.
See through walls.
I need a lot of boxes of cereal to save up for that.
So when you come to try on jeans, if you're bored while you're trying on jeans, you can read all of these fun things. Here, this is the old ad. I think it's for a liquor. I think maybe it was for a sake. Now I forget. If anyone can read kanji, you can let us know. This is my grandfather, and this is a brand of jeans that was created when I was born. So my middle name is David, and so you got David Brandon jeans. But my grandfather's name was Paul, and my grandmother's name was Rose. And this is a brand that he created in the 1960s called Paul Rose Products. Our parent company, my father's company, is called Beaumarchais. You can see it over there. Overall de qualité, Agence Beaumarchais, Montreal. And that's just some of the fun things of the store. I guess back to the like some if you come and you get to see all the racks too, these are we don't have any new racks. These are all vintage racks and antique racks that were my grandfather's back in the day. Some of the shelving is new, but we keep it raw and clean to kind of match the aesthetic. This amazing piece I also bought for a sick deal. Terry, how much do you think this cost?
Oh, if you were to buy this new now?
Yeah.
Oh man, a Uline would charge you like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000.
Right, but or even because if you want a vintage one and you go to an antique store that sells like industrial, there used to be one in Montreal, but they closed down, and I'm sure they would want a couple grand for this. We got 3 of these for $50 each. And I bought it from a factory that closed down, and they had so many more. I could have got 100 of them. Of course, what the hell will we do with 100 of these? Instead, we just bought 3 of them, and they make the perfect display. These things come up also, so they can kind of be. Yeah. You could put them up and then kind of like hang something down here too, so they're modular also.
I've been here for 3 years, and I never knew that.
Yeah.
I did consider me surprised here.
Well, that's why we're doing this fun tour. Yeah. So Terry can learn also.
Yeah. I have one question, Brandon. Here.
Hit
this
me.
has been I've been wondering about this my whole time.
Yeah.
This giant copper wall.
Yeah.
What's the story of that?
So I just wanted to have a copper wall. I like textures, and so I bought a bunch of copper sheeting. And one of our staff, his name is Ali. So me and him and you'll also notice. Look, we bought copper nails. So even the nails are 100% copper, and we kind of just laid it out, and it's so hard to work with because it's constantly moving, and the walls aren't perfectly straight, and we kind of just got it up there as best we could and hammered it in. We have some copper piping to kind of as trim all along the edge, and this is actually a funny story too, because I think we have a couple of these. Oh yeah, there's another one over there. The like vintage. Oh wow, yeah. Look at it mark up the floor pretty good. So speaking of copper, we got these old copper fire extinguishers, and like imagine you had to save your life with one of these. I think they're pretty damn cool. This one's made in Canada too. When I was building the store, I showed one of my dad's employees and I said, oh, like look at this cool old fire extinguisher. And he said, wait a minute, follow me. And then we were like, oh, go looking through the building in these like little rooms that I'd never been to. And he goes, look. And we already had one, which is the one that is over there on the floor. So that one we already had, and it's so beautiful too.
Well, this one looks like it's been like.
Yeah. Depending on the quality, they go for like anywhere from like $100 to thousands of dollars. Most of them are like $150, $250. But pretty cool. We just had that one sitting there. And they're all made in Canada too, which I kind of like. This bike in there now, it's through the grill, so maybe you're not going to get the best view of it, but you see it still has the Japanese patch on the front of it on this little tricycle, this little kid's tricycle. I carried that back I bought that at an antique flea market in Tokyo, and then I brought it to the airport and I checked it in as a bag. I put it into a box, I taped the box closed, and I just checked it as luggage. Just that in a box. And we just brought it onto the airplane. Well, obviously not on the airplane, under the airplane, but I just checked that like it was one of my luggage. So that was a pretty...
So imagine when you fly to Japan, you're going in there nothing but like a pair of underwear and a toothbrush in your pocket, right?
So my trick is, what you got to do when you go antique shopping in Japan is you bring one bag for your clothes, and then I bring like a duffel bag. And then you switch, when you get there, you switch all the clothes out into the duffel bag, all the soft stuff that you don't care if it gets broken, like your t-shirts and all your jeans and everything like that. And then you have your big suitcase that you go to the antique flea market with, and then you buy stuff and you load up your suitcase.
Top tips.
That's top tip for you. It works every time, especially because you don't want to carry your stuff and all throughout the day. But there's amazing flea markets. It's like you can Google them. There's one every second Sunday. I basically plan my Japan trips around going to these flea markets. Well, speaking of flea markets, I got this one too. I was showing Vinny before that this sewing machine is from the 1800s, and I got it for $20 at Marché aux Puces Saint Eustache, which is a flea market here in Montreal.
Is that the one with the big cowboy in the front and everything?
Oh, maybe.
I think so.
I think so. I think. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So you haven't been there.
Right up there in north of Montreal for you guys who are not local here.
That's right. But the best flea market here is probably Marché aux Puces Saint Michel, which is actually in Montreal. That one's pretty fun, and if you ever visit Tate Yoko, you're only like 7 minutes away from it. So be sure to be sure to check it out. If you have a car, maybe by metro a little bit longer. But this motorcycle is a 1974 XL175. It does not operate, as you can see. It is not in good condition, but I got it for while I was buying a good motorcycle. I was making a deal on it. The owner forced me to buy this one, as I wanted to buy the other. He said, no, you can't buy the good one unless you also buy the bad one. So I bought this for $200 or $150 and figured it's a nice display piece for Tate Yoko. That's not all, but I think that's a pretty good summary of what we got here. If you want to see more, come and check it out yourself. There's all kind of other little hidden goodies everywhere.
Yeah, so thank you. A huge thank you to Brandon. No one knows the store better than he does, of course, because he helped set it up there. So yes, again, if you guys are in the area of Montreal, do come check us out at 996 St Laurent. Right here, we're open 11 to 6 Monday to Saturday and 12 to 5 on Sunday. So yeah, don't be a stranger. Come by, check us out. Enjoy this wonderful jean store and also jean museum. So yeah, thank you very much, Brandon, for coming. I shake your hand for that.
Hey,
amazing tour.
Thanks, Terry.
Thank you very much.
Take it away.
On to our Palm 7. So we're just going to continue on with the rest of our show. And we're back there. So a big thank you to Mr. Brandon for that lovely whirlwind tour of the shop. We're very, very grateful. So onward to the show. We've got a couple things I'd still like to talk about. Specifically, a little sneak preview of an upcoming jean. That's right. Dun, dun, dun. This is the Shinigami there. This is a lovely 18-ounce black on black sulfur dyed jean over here. And if it looks familiar, that's because it is familiar. This was featured in some of our other releases in the past, most noticeably the extremely popular and highly elusive trunks from the Dragon Ball collab here. So I was going to give you guys a quick little rundown. It is basically 18-ounce sulfur dyed black, so it's kind of like a natural black dye, so kind of a fun one. It'll fade to different types of black. We have this lovely little, like, nice contrasty single red line down on the selvage. And of course, you can see the black weft on the inside. And it's got a black patch there. And of course, it's also got black tonal stitching, so you're not seeing any white over here. So this is black on black on black on black. And so that's a pretty cool release. All right, so that brings us right to the snack time over here. Now I'm gonna have to ask Justin, our resident celiac, to kind of step in because he can't participate on this one. He got the last one. I'm sorry, Justin.
Yes.
But let's come over here, Vinny and Max. Here we got a special
What's
treat.
good, y'all?
I know you missed Vinny.
Long time
You guys
no
missed
see.
Max here. We got him back over here. I'm gonna
Of
take off the
course,
shirt.
I gotta make a comeback for some food, because I am the resident black hole here. The black hole.
The black hole. So it's actually Mid-Autumn Festival today, right now, here in Montreal. So 中秋节快乐 to all my friends out there. You know, me, I used to live in Taiwan there, so it's got quite a close part to my heart. My wife is Taiwanese, so we definitely celebrate this with my family. So she and her family sent over some lovely mooncakes. Mooncakes, of course, are a traditional treat here on Mid-Autumn Festival.
So fun fact about mooncakes, we got astronauts up on the moon getting the pattern.
This is not true. That is in fact fake news. That's fake news over here. So we got a variety of flavors over here. We got we got some fun ones here. We got like some coconut jelly here. We got the red beans. We got the eggs. We got the yolks. You guys just want to go in blind. I'm gonna recommend the coconut jelly one over here. So who wants to try this one?
I'll do.
You okay over here?
I tried the red bean.
Okay, the red bean should be this one.
Oh, sick.
And I'm gonna go for the dates and egg yolk over here. So again,
Dates and egg yolk.
happy Mid-Autumn Festival, everyone. Yeah, I know they celebrate this all over the world, not just Taiwan, but also like Hong Kong, China, Vietnam, Japan. South Korea is really, really big on this as well. So yeah.
This
Check
one's
them out
for
over
you,
here.
Louis Armstrong.
We got lovely little pastries over here. They got nice little flour. I'll see if Mr. Justin can check that out there. Okay. And you also got a cool
Use
design.
like a ring bone
Cheers.
pattern.
Cheers.
This is so good.
中秋节快乐.
I'm gonna lie. Growing up, I never really ate any mooncakes like that, but
You can steal
this
the
is
yolk.
so good. This is so good.
Let's get a cross section of yours.
C'est comment, Maxime?
Similar?
It's dense. It's filling.
It's really dense.
Yeah. One mooncake is usually like more than enough. Oh, for sure. Yeah. So when you end up with a package like this,
Let me tell you something. Some of these mooncakes come out to be like big. Like, you think this is big? Yo, this. Sometimes you see this size. And that's a little too much.
yeah, I'm gonna spend the rest of the afternoon eating this there. I feel like I want to have some tea.
This is heavier than the Big Mac I had for lunch.
Heavier than the Big Mac, but was it like the Le Grand M?
No.
Not the Grand M. That'll wait for
It's
enough
just a
time.
regular Big Mac.
So yeah, I'm just happy to share some of this little treat there. Definitely a annual tradition at the Terry and Judy household over there, and I'm sure it's also an annual tradition at many other people's households over there across the world. That brings us right to the end of the show. I'm going to do a quick word of the week. As you may very well know, we have a special word that we say in our show. If you write that word in the comment section of your order, you'll be entered to win a little prize here. It kind of changes every now and then there, but no matter what happens, you'll definitely get a little keychain, some extra stickers, and a little letter written, a couple words written by someone here on camera from the screen there. So without further ado, we have a winner from last week. We have, all the way from, I believe it's Massachusetts, Jebediah, right? And he says his favorite fossorial animal would be a giant armadillo because it's the only animal that can carry the leprosy bacteria. That is a nice piece of
Love you,
trivia.
Jebediah.
Is this fact checked?
Yeah.
Jebediah, I love you.
It is not fact checked, but Jebediah, I just want to show off what you got. You got a pair of these elephants there. So we have a new pair of elephants coming out this season. This is the last elephant. So we got these. These will be yours. Going to get them hemmed to 30 inches. Amazing elephants. And to go along with the elephants and all your armadillos carrying, leprosy carrying armadillos, we're going to throw in this nice, cool, naked and famous denim tote bag here to carry around your little fossorials. Yeah, there's a naked mole rat on the wallpaper on my computer, thanks to Max. I'm not too sure. That's also a fossorial one there. So yeah, we have the word of the week for this week. We have it written down. I'm gonna grab it over here. I almost forgot. That's right. I have the word of the week. If you guys have been paying attention to the Instagram page, I've already teased this word, but the word is kopak. Kopak. Kopak.
Kopak.
Kopak. Kopak is the word of the week. And yeah, put that in the comment section of your order and be entered to win a little bit of goodie from us. So thank you very much, everyone. Huge thank you to everybody who writes into our Instagram, writes on our YouTube channels, all the comments. We read everyone. We love everyone. And yeah, a giant thank you. So thank you very much. Take care of each other and have a nice day.
Take care, y'all. Remember, these are seasoning packets. I'm just kidding. Do not.
Cut the show. Good night.